In this video, we'll be looking at generating the JWT tokens for the sign-up route. We'll start by JWT.sign, open brackets and curly brace. We're going to list the data we want to be sent through the client and server. So I'm going to list the ID, the email, starting info is verified. We'll set the info to starting info. Then we're going to skip the password. That's to show you how dynamic you can play around with JWT and also secure your data as it's being transmitted from the client side to the server side. Besides the payload, the JWT also take other arguments such as the expires in. So what this argument does, and also the JWT secret. We're going to start by putting our JWT secret. I strongly advise that you use a hashed code for this. There are a lot of generators out there. I'm just going to put in a dummy text, but when you're pushing your code to production, I advise you to generate strong hash codes and put it in your env files to avoid your app being hacked. So that being done, we'll save this file and head back to our sign up route. So in our sign up route, we're just going to call that variable process.env .jwt_secrets. Yes, I don't want to make any mistake. Copy it and paste it. Comma. Takes the sign option in a curly brace which expires in. This is the number of time the JWT token is going to last. So take your time to set what you want. In this case, I'm going to put 3 days. Yes. So after that, it takes the callback function, which error and the token. So give an arrow function there and set a condition. If there's an error, we're going to return a response. It's a HTTP status code. So we'll use status code 500. I strongly still advise you go and look at HTTP status code on the MDN docs. So else we'll return the token. Yes, so the status code would be 201 200 and set the token in the JSON format. So that being done, format to document, save, and get back to the index file for the routes. Import the sign up route and add it to the array of routes so that your server picks it up. So when that's done, come to your package.json and add the .env config so that it picks up all the configuration files and information you drop in an env file. So I'm going to run the server. Mind you, even if you don't put this command, React definitely is going to pick your env file. So I'll come to my Postman. I love using Postman to test out requests, API requests. So I advise you to also download Postman, install it. You can test API requests as on your development server and on your live server. So we're going to attach to the body a raw JSON, which is going to include 2 variables, which is the email and the password to test this out. Okay, I used the wrong method. It's supposed to be a post, not a get. Send it again. Okay, it's giving an error on the command line interface. Okay. This error comes up sometimes when you're using local host MongoDB. So I'm going to delete some of this code and I'm going to install Mongoose. You can see my package.json is installed already. I'm going to use MongoDB Compass and also create a model folder under the source and create a user.js file that handles the model schema for my users. So you can see I defined role is verified email and password. So delete some codes, format the document. You can pause this video to get it right. Import my user model, and I'm going to use it when I'm finding users and when I want to insert a user to the user collection. So this makes my code a bit more swift and fast. So come and send it, and you see a user with that credential already exists. Now I add another value. The email gives me a header, a payload, and a signature as a token. Yes, correct. Everything is working fine. I come to my MongoDB Compass, refresh it. As you can see, the new email I created is here. Though to use MongoDB Compass, you have to sign up on their website, create a cluster, copy the URL, and bring it to your code. Paste it in your env file, and everything's going to work. Yeah, I noticed that the password variable is not being sent to the database. So I'm just going to console log some few things here to check if I'm getting from the client side and if my big fifth is really hashing my password. Yes. Yes, okay. It's working. It's working. So I think, okay. Here's my mistake. Yeah, the password, I'm supposed to set it to the password hash. Because my model, I didn't define anything as password hash. It's rather defined as a password. If I create a new user here and refresh it, you can see now it has the password involved. I'm going to delete some old documents, and also delete a collection that I'm not using. Refresh it and go back to my model and make my password to be required. Try and create a new user to be sure everything is working fine. Refresh it. Yeah,